And if you did, then that's family business.
Welcome back, fam. This is 3 for 3, a daddy-daughter podcast where we talk about all things faith, family, and sports. And today, can we all put in the comments for my dad to add a guest speaker because this is getting boring.
Comment down below who you want to see.
Let us know.
We've
Let us
been
know who you
talking
guys
about
want.
our journey
I
for
think
a while.
either mom, Zeke.
Hello, everyone. I'm Leonard,
Oh,
and
look
thank you
at
for
this.
joining us for this month's episode. Before we get started, let's begin with our sports wrap up. We have spring break and March Madness going on at the same time. Any of you guys watching games? I know Dalen went to a game in San Diego. How was that day for March Madness?
It was fun. The first game was boring. It was St. John University and what was the other school? I don't even know. NIU.
Kansas, yeah? Was it Kansas?
The second game was Kansas and CBU. It
Mm-mm.
ended
Yeah,
up
oh
being
yeah,
a
that's right.
really interesting game, and CBU came back from like a 20-point lead. But they ended up losing, but it was really fun to watch.
And just be around that environment, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Who-
at
who were
San
we
Diego
watching on the
State
TV?
University. Oh, we watched Hawaii play when Jordan was in San Diego too, but yeah, they got
Oh yeah,
killed.
Hawaii was in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They played Arkansas, and
Arkansas, yeah.
I think Arkansas gave a good shot of
Yeah,
getting
they're
into
probably
the
like
Final
the
Four.
number one team.
They're super good, super athletic, and they have one of the best, I think, guards in the country. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think the whole country is watching, March Madness. I think this weekend. So
Yep.
it was kind of cool that you got to go and watch a couple
Yes.
games in San Diego.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
How was spring break? Was it good? Visitor?
Yeah, I convinced Jordan to come down and see me.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
That was
Well,
nice.
whoever left
was-
Hawaii, whoever left Hawaii to leave Hawaii for spring break made a great choice because it's been storming on Oahu. Like feels like the last month, and just crazy rain and wind. And homes are being destroyed, cars are being ruined. Just crazy.
Mhm.
Is the water actually above cars, though?
Yeah. Above cars. That's the height of the floods, you know what I mean? Homes being destroyed, falling into the rivers. Mostly on the countryside, North Shore, Wahiwa, Wailua, Kukulai'e side. So yeah, pretty rough for those families out there. So just praying for the best for them, and so much cleanup and work to do. So yeah, it's been a rough few weeks here in Hawaii, but hopefully things will get better. But today is Sunday. It's still raining and pretty ugly. So yeah, hope for the best. But yeah, and then so Dana, are you back in Boise?
Yes.
Okay, back to school and spring. So what's your guys' schedule for spring soccer?
Our next game is Easter weekend on April 4th. We're playing BYU, and so that'll be our third game, and then we have one more game after that, and then we're done for spring season. But yeah, so big one coming up.
Nice. Mom and Dad is hoping to fly up and watch that BYU game. So
Yeah, you are coming up.
yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, in a couple weeks. Yeah, Easter weekend.
Yep.
So that'll be nice
Yeah.
to go up there and just hang out with you and watch that game.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and start our episode today. It's episode 16, and its title is From Island Kids to Division I Athletes. It's a special one for us. We're going back to the beginning. Okay, we go back to the very beginning, before Division I college, before recruiting, before high school and all that. We're gonna go way back to when you guys were little kids playing soccer in Hawaii. So we're gonna talk about what was that journey like, from little kids out of Hawaii to playing Division I soccer on the mainland. So let's get started. So what do you guys remember most about playing soccer as a little kid? Just anything. Any of you can answer if you guys want, but just anything that you guys remember playing soccer when you were little, or the first time you ever played soccer.
This is all I remember. Sure it is.
Little Leahi, Kapiolani Park,
Mm-hmm.
just having fun. Yeah, that's where I met my best friends,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and they're still my best friends now. So yeah.
I think Sarah started at AYSO with mom. Mom was a coach. I remember that. I remember her first.
Mom was a soccer
Mom was a
coach.
coach?
Yeah, mom coached
What?
Sarah's soccer team.
Does she even know soccer?
She did her
Did
best
she
with
know anything at the time?
a little bit. I think she had an assistant coach that helped her.
Wow, that's
Sarah, you
crazy.
remember the name of your team on the AYSO? I forget.
Was it
Yeah, it was Blue Monsters or something. Yeah, so I think Sarah was the only one started AYSO, and I think Jordan and Dalen, I think you guys started in I think HISA. I
Mhm.
think from the beginning.
What are we supposed to talk about? Our experiences.
So
I mean, I'm 5 years old. I don't.
yeah, just like
It was fun.
you don't remember anything?
Dad, barely. I'm 5 years old, just kicking the ball around. And then I went to HISA, the Bulls, to play with boys.
Yeah, you moved over. Yeah, yeah, that's right. But I think we could see a little glimpse of you're pretty good at soccer, when you were playing on the AOSO team with mom. So I
Why?
think that's why we moved over to HISA, a little bit more competitive league. It's considered more like club. No, because she was running all over the place, scoring goals, and doing a bunch of stuff at that age.
Oh yeah.
So we thought, yeah.
Maybe she might be something.
What about you, Jordan?
What?
Jordan.
Dad, I feel
Dad,
like you
Can't even
have.
remember.
Do you have stories?
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
what
you
the
would
hell's going
remember.
on.
You have
I'm
to
getting
explain it.
dragged to practice it.
I feel like you're the one with the stories.
Yeah, I remember Zeke picking me up
From
and in
Really?
his white truck. That's
Mm.
all I remember.
Just pick you up from practices and stuff.
Yeah, because he had to, and he would be blasting on his CD and singing in my face while we're about to crash. That's what I remember.
Shoot. But you guys all started playing at about what, 4 or 5 years old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad, we gotta get
So
on.
that's when
This.
You know that.
that's when the journey started.
This is not a good segment. On to the next. This is. We all started at 5, played. Unless
But
you
what
have
was
stories to share about us.
no, but was there a time during that part that you guys felt that you wanted to play soccer
Oh,
in the
Dad.
future?
We are
There's
5.
no turning
No, but
point.
as
It
you
was
as you guys
very
were growing older. Okay,
So
during
I
that time.
think I think we were forced.
You act like we had a choice. I don't remember deciding anything.
Bro.
So even back then you guys had no idea about playing soccer in college then. During that time.
No.
You guys
No,
Yeah,
Dad.
I don't know what the heck college is.
No, we're talking about from little to up until high school. Those years.
Dad, what are we talking about? Like how little? You have to be specific.
Just from
Literally
starting
from
to high school
5 years old
to high school, all up until before high school. All
Okay,
those
maybe.
years in between.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Like middle school, yeah.
I was the guinea pig, so there's no conversation going on. It's just whatever is next. So make the varsity team was the first big deal. I'm not even thinking about college yet. That wasn't a common discussion in the household.
Yeah.
From what I remembered, I have no idea. Then all of a sudden we're stressed out trying to figure out
Yeah.
if I'm going to college or not. And I'm trying to
Mhm.
scramble my way
Yeah.
talking to coaches. There was no okay, from 7th grade, where do you want to go to school? Unless somebody please
Mhm.
remind me, because that was not a conversation. It was getting through the next day, getting through practice, getting through my whole day. Everything was a blur. So there's no fascinating story going on here. It was
holy moly, thank God I made it to the next round and the next round. And you
because
were thinking about the day. Were you good at practice today? Were you good at the game today? You would never had the conversation to me about college. It's your sophomore, junior year. So you're welcome to those two because I just fully did the whole thing with blindfolded.
Yeah.
That's
Sarah
very
that's a good.
exciting story.
That's a lot. Normally, no, it is because normally, a lot of these kids, and their parents, they have plans already set from the beginning. You know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna play for this club, we're gonna travel here. You gotta go to high school, then we're going to college. You know what I mean? Like I think all of us, for you guys
Yeah.
three,
So, what was your
they're
plan, Dad?
just to provide you guys maybe an opportunity to get an education through soccer or through any type of sport if it was a possibility. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like set in stone. It was just like we just kind of navigated year by year, see how things went, see how you guys felt, see what your guys' mindset was and where you guys wanted to take it. There wasn't a real blueprint. I think for all three of you guys, we just kind of took it as it came, you know, and and you're right, we had really no plan. It was just day by day, year by year, and see how things went. What I mean, for the other two, Jordan and Dana, was it pretty much the same, like how Sarah felt, you know,
Yeah.
From middle school?
from like middle school, you know, when you're playing club during growing up, middle school, and then going into high school, you know, I mean, do you really have a plan that we're gonna go to college in this
No.
sport?
No.
I mean, like Sarah said, I was just, okay, it's high school first.
Yeah.
And then worry about college after. So took it in steps. But you guys did play competitive club, you know, so you guys were around it a little bit going into high school, you know. So you guys experienced some of that competitive soccer, you know, prior to that, you know. Did you guys get any type of motivation to play? Oh yeah, I want to do good and go to play soccer in high school and then maybe in college, going through the club experience.
Well, Sarah, it wasn't a choice for us because Sarah played in college. So that was always, okay, we were going to follow in her footsteps. So we were going to college.
I would like you to take us
That's
through
good.
your plan.
My
So,
Dad, our
our
audience is
bad
plan
parents.
probably
was
your age, so they don't want to
So
hear from
bad
us.
parents.
My friends are most likely
no.
not
I
listening
mean, they
to
want to
this
hear you guys
podcast.
experience it.
Your plan was from kid to kid to kid. It seemed like you didn't really have a plan other than to perform. There was no plan after that. And then all of a sudden,
No, it was
like,
a plan was, but I think we saw the opportunity for you guys to get an education through soccer was became a reality. You know, when you guys were playing club and high school, you know, you guys were. I mean, we went to all these mainland trips and recruiting stuff, so you guys could get a chance to, you know, play soccer in college. So it was just kind of like part of the process. But I mean, our plan was just to pretty much give you guys opportunities to, if you guys wanted it, to get an education and at a, you know, hopefully earn a scholarship, an athletic scholarship to help offset some of those prices, you know, to attend college, you know. I mean, that was pretty much just the plan, the overall plan. I mean, there wasn't no blueprint. It was just give you guys an experience and then see where you guys wanted to take it, you know. And it just kind of led you guys to, you know, getting college scholarships and playing in college. So that was that's kind of like pretty much was when it went.
2
Growing
out of
up
100.
playing
There we go.
sports in Hawaii, okay?
Yes.
What do you think people in the mainland don't understand about athletes growing up in Hawaii? Like, you know, there's
It's
challenges, you know, being from Hawaii, you know?
Yes, no competition.
We're
You're playing the
isolated.
same people. Isolated.
No. Every single day.
You get little to no exposure.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Like,
What's up? We
especially
coming.
when COVID hits. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
I mean,
And-
unless you play football, it's really hard to get noticed.
Unless you have
Unless
the
you're
funds for it.
you're constantly traveling. which we did do.
But not as much as like now, like being in the mainland and like hearing other people's stories. Like I'm like, wow, like my like experience like playing club soccer could have been totally different.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know at the time. I
Yeah.
thought what I was doing was normal. So
Yeah.
going back, like, yeah, I would have changed that. But
But like even
I
in
didn't know.
college, hearing the stories of them going to practice at like they
Yeah.
had practices, club practices in the morning and at
Mhm.
night, and they would drive 2 hours to go. You know, they could drive places in California
Yeah.
Yeah.
to go train with someone really good, you know?
And they'd be training like 4 times a week. Meanwhile, in
Yeah.
Hawaii, it's 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was
2.
2.
Like
And
I
was
would trip
tired.
out, or I was in shock when I would hear that.
And still,
Yeah,
we
I
had
think a lot
the
of mainland
same,
girls, they,
we still had the same
Yeah.
destination.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true. Because a lot of these girls, they play East, you know what I mean? Like they play ECNL and I think Academy. We never even
Mhm.
have that. We didn't even have that level, ECNL. We're just playing pretty much. I don't know what our league was in Hawaii, but we're not at an ECNL level. You know what I mean? And a lot of these Division One athletes, that girls that get recruited, they're all coming from ECNL or GA, or the academy, girls academy. You know,
Mhm.
so I think for girls to make it out of Hawaii to play Division One soccer in the mainland is huge. You know,
Mhm.
coming from this small island that we don't get that exposure and so much families. So it's
Yeah.
tough. It's super tough. So a lot of girls who did make it, it's a huge accomplishment, for all you guys,
Mhm.
So, and then what about like competing on the mainland? Was there a different when we actually did travel and competed against girls on the mainland in tournaments?
Was it different?
Yeah, was it different? Like, competing on the mainland coming from Hawaii when we went to those tournaments?
Nope. Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Actually,
was different. I
They're
mean,
huge. They're huge. They're like majority of
Yeah.
the
they're
average
huge,
size
and then
in Hawaii is like 5'4",
yeah,
5'5".
See,
and they're just like you could just tell they're way more skillful.
yeah.
Like in every, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Yeah, there is a difference. But did you guys when you guys did go up there, did you guys have any like competitive like pride because you came from Hawaii when you guys competed against them? Was there like a chip on you guys' shoulders when you guys played in those tournaments, knowing that you guys are coming from a disadvantage? You know what I mean? All the way from an island, you know.
All right, like
No, Dad, we were scared probably. We were scared, and you would I would always hear the other teams being like Hawaii, and they would already have what is it called? There's already this persona that yeah, they probably suck.
Mhm.
To be straight up, sometimes they would just be talking straight up shit. And
I was scared.
yeah, we kind of compared to their level, yeah, we kind of suck.
Yeah. No, just because, when the whole, especially for football, when the boys travel to Hawaii, it's huge. Like they have one mean attitude, when they get up there, because they're competing against the kids, the boys from from the mainland. So I was just wondering if it's the same thing with, with you guys and soccer with the girls.
It's kind of just more intimidating.
I mean, I'm really trying to think back.
I was never scared.
Because watching those tournaments, those mainland, yeah, I mean, not scared, but those mainland girls they're like you guys said, they're bigger, physical, fast. So it was a little bit different.
I mean, yeah, I think we're already at a disadvantage. So it was just intimidating. But at the same time, yeah, I think we had tried to have a good attitude going into the game and approaching it as yeah, we do come from Hawaii and we're coming from so far. So we're going to go out there and perform and try and be our best and make the best of this because we don't get a lot of these opportunities. So having a strong mindset, I think, was what I think joining surf, that was like we had more of a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah. But you
I
guys
don't know
all
if you agree.
all three started with Leahi, yeah?
Yeah.
And the two clubs were a little bit different as far as like their style of play. Leahi
Yeah.
plays one
Yeah.
way, and then surf played another way. It's a little different.
Yeah, and I just feel like surf like matched how or like could get us the right exposure, like the way we play as soccer players, you know. They're more like big, aggressive out there and just like we're going for it. And now he's more skill based, which is still good. I mean, surf was aggressive with the whole college recruitment process, which you need that if you're from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the connections and the
Yeah.
relationships on the mainland to get you guys in front of the right people, you know what I mean? And along those lines, then let's talk about you guys high school recruiting. What's the recruiting process? I think all you guys had 3 different um uh journeys, you know what I mean, as far as recruiting. You know, Sarah had a different one, Jordan had a different one, Dalen had a different one. So how was that just going through the college recruiting process once we figured out, yeah, we kind of want to do this in college? We can start with Sarah because Sarah's one was definitely different than you guys too, because it kind of just happened. Yes, Sarah?
Yeah, there was no plan.
When you were playing high school, and then, but we were traveling in club, you know, and playing in those tournaments. But
Yeah, we were traveling a lot, but there was no focus
I think Sarah was recruited.
till like we were late.
Mm-hmm.
We were late. I had bad grades. I
Yeah.
wasn't focused on really anything until the last minute. And then obviously I'm the one that stayed home, so that made sense. It's not the route I wish I took if I look back now. If I stayed home, I wish I did something like I made the most of it. Really wish I got to play beach volleyball as well or something, but that didn't happen. If I was going to choose just soccer, I kind of wish I went away and started focusing on it from my freshman year, but that didn't happen.
It kind of happened. There wasn't a real plan. We just kind of were kind of seeing where it was gonna go, because she was playing high level volleyball at the same time. So we're trying to figure out, maybe we go volleyball route, maybe we go soccer route. It was really kind of last minute to see what was the best opportunity for her, you know. And at the last minute, it was just soccer. It just seemed like at that time, at that moment, you know, playing soccer and staying home was the most, I think, appropriate decision at the time. You know, so it was a little different. Again, no real plan. Things kind of just happened, and we chose that route. Jordan was COVID,
Yeah.
and so
I remember it being a little stressful because there's a lot of communication lines that were lost, or there's a lot of miscommunication. And I think it was ghosting, right, Dad? Or something happened like that. It was very confusing. But my junior year, I went on a lot of official visits. And for me, I wanted to go away for school. I knew that for a long time. And I went on a lot of official visits in California and then in New York, and they were all really fun. I also played on a ECNL team, Arsenal FC, where I made a lot of connections there. I think I verbally committed twice, right?
to West
I
Point,
verbally
yeah.
committed to one school, and then I verbally committed to West Point. And then from there, that was a whole nother process where I had to go through all their military requirements,
Yeah.
part separate from soccer. So I had to get into the school first. And after I did all of that, and that was during COVID, I got all of that completed. And then the coach just went missing on me. And this was like very late. It was like senior year. Yeah, Dad.
Yeah. It was going into his senior year. I think he got dismissed for something.
But then we found out through someone else that was recruiting me after I reopened my recruiting process. We
Yeah.
found that out after.
Yeah, because we didn't know nothing at all.
Yeah. And so from there, I had to go back to a school that I said no to and basically asked them if there's still a spot for me. And that happened to be Fresno State. So that was my journey. It was very confusing. And I remember I was actually very stressed and like down about it.
I remember.
Because in my head, I was like, I gotta go to college or I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. But tell everybody how Fresno State saw you.
Fresno State, the head coach came down to Hawaii to watch actually another girl, not me.
Yeah.
And this was my high school team. So actually, I went to a school that actually came to me instead of me traveling all over, which sucked. But he came to Hawaii to watch one of my teammates play. And then I stood out to him as well. And that girl ended up not going to Fresno State. And I did.
Yeah. So everybody's recruiting stories are so different for everybody. You know what I mean? And normally you get recruited through club, but you were recruited to Fresno State through high school. You know, a lot
And
of
then
people.
even when I committed to Fresno State, we still didn't know if we were gonna have a season or not. Like, so it was very confusing. And I had no senior season either.
Yeah, that's right. That was,
So when I didn't have a school, I was like, how am I? I'm already disadvantaged with exposure, and then I have COVID, and I'm not even playing. So
you're class 2021, and COVID was 2020. So yeah, it was
and
huge.
I believe we got the worst year ever.
Yeah,
because we didn't get no years back.
You didn't get no years back. Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, that was so your story definitely different than Sarah's. And then now we got Dalen. You know, Dalen's recruiting journey because she had a little hiccup too in her recruiting story.
Yeah, I think I started kind of late too. Just like really taking it seriously. And I was getting like small looks here and there when I started traveling to like Surf Cup and everything. What happened? A lot of Division II schools and stuff. And then I remember I went on was it Las Vegas Showcase, Dad?
I think so. Yeah, Las Vegas.
It was Las Vegas Showcase, and I was playing with Surf, and then Utah State was interested. And so I think we ended up reaching out because he had talked to my coach and they kind of already knew each other. And so that kind of started the communication. And then we talked for a little bit and then we sat down and had a Zoom call. And it went really well, actually. And I got super excited and I was like, okay, well, this is probably where I'm going, but I think we kind of waited too long and I was kind of already late in my process and everything, and I was already a junior, and that's kind of when you want to make a decision, and that's when they're kind of trying to commit girls to end their recruiting process, so that didn't end well, and I kind of was really sad, and so that ended, and so what happened? We traveled again, right? In
Yeah,
the
you
summer?
kept traveling. But going back to the Utah State, he asked you in a meeting, and when do you think you're gonna commit? And you said, "Oh, I'm probably gonna commit late in the summer. In the summer,
Oh,
I'm probably
yeah.
gonna quit sometime in the summer."
Yeah.
And then after that, he was like, he set up. Remember, we had a visit already set up,
Mhm.
and then we got a call back the following week that he canceled the visit and somebody else
Yeah.
took the spot.
Somebody else took
Yeah.
a spot, and it was kind of between me and that other girl. And so it kind of just showed that, like, you kind of can't be too patient and take your time. But
Why did we?
also, I have no idea. I think I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, I think we weren't.
And we just weren't prepared for that.
We wanted to take the visit and then kind of see how that went.
Yeah.
Wait, so he said no to like, well, I'm gonna make a decision after the visit?
No, he didn't say anything. He just said, okay. And then I think
Yeah, but you guys said we want to take the visit first, right? Before, but
Yeah.
he was trying to make you guys come in
Before the visit, yeah, because he canceled the visit right after.
You could have just verbally committed, right?
But that's weird.
Yeah, we could have right there.
And you can always
yeah,
change,
maybe that's what he
minds.
wanted.
And then you can change your mind later, right?
Because
Yeah.
nothing's
Yeah.
signed yet.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of go through that trauma, of disappointment. But we continue to travel and play club and continue to get looks. You know what I mean? And that's where
Yeah.
I think Sacramento State
Yeah.
saw you
And
late.
that kind of ended up being the best option
Mm-hmm.
during that time. And it was kind of late, so
Yeah.
I took a visit and I ended up being like pretty comfortable there. And the coach at the time was Bernardo, who is now the head coach at Cal Poly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one watching me, and so I was in communication with him the most, and I felt the most comfortable and welcomed with him, and he just had great energy. And so at the time I was just pretty happy and still excited after being so down. And then he ended up leaving that summer that I was going in for my my freshman year at Sac State. But yeah, that was my process.
Yeah. So it's again different. Has some bumps in the road, and even when he did commit to Sacramento State, the coach that actually recruited you left to take the head coach job at Bakersfield. So that was Bernardo, yeah. So that was like
So that was a
little
big change.
Yeah, that was a change, like, because they kind of wondering, yeah, shoot, I'm going to a school that I just committed to, but the coach that recruited me left,
Yeah.
so it's just so much uncertainty. So
Mm-hmm.
the recruiting process it's not super smooth. You know what I mean? There's so much challenges and,
Yeah.
So it takes a lot. But like you said, I mean, all three of you guys had different journeys, to college. And then coming from Hawaii, again, for you guys three to make it to play Division I college from Hawaii, it's huge because, again, we don't get exposure. We live on a tiny island. You got to travel, which costs expensive. You guys don't play ECNL or academy. You guys just coming pretty much from, I don't know what our clubs are called here in Hawaii. I mean, what league do we play in? You know what I mean? So there's so much challenges for not only you guys three, but all the Hawaii girls that wanna play Division I soccer. So I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's kind
really,
of funny too that you bring up the ECNL thing because we had a meeting, a culture meeting the other day, and he's trying to build this culture where like we have a lot of things in common, and we're kind of listing like things we have in common, like where is everyone from? Like did you play high school soccer? Yes. And then one of them was, well, who played ECNL? And pretty much everyone in that room did. And I was like one of the only ones that didn't. And also like just other people from other states that weren't California, like it's just hard to get that exposure and play at that level. Whereas like mostly everyone in college has played at ECNL and just all kinds of different levels.
yeah,
So you don't have to, but I think it definitely helps.
yeah, you don't have to. I mean, you can still make it. You know what I mean? You just gotta put the work in and commit to it. But yeah, it is more challenging coming out of Hawaii. So now you guys are in college. What surprised you guys the most about playing Division I college soccer compared to high school, compared to club? Just real quick, like what surprised you guys the most about it? Could be anything from school to scheduling to the competition to the girls, the coaching, anything. What was just different or just like surprised you guys the most?
I think how technical the game is. I feel like that was my first realization going into college because I had a different perspective of what soccer was. And I think going into college, I really started to understand the actual game more and develop in that way. And then just how fast and physical the game is. It's just
Mm-hmm.
5 levels up from Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. You can stand out easily, but then once you go to college and in Division 1, everyone is at the same level. The speed of play and just decision making is a lot faster, and like no one is it's not clear that just that one person is better. It's like everyone's kind of the same, everyone's competitive. A lot of people are fast, a lot of people are strong. Yeah. It's not high school.
How about you, Sarah?
I mean, I stayed home, so I don't think there's much of a. Most of the girls that were the top in Hawaii were pretty much stayed home. And then I think skill-wise, growing up, that wasn't the focus. Individual skill set, at least for me. I was doing a bunch of different things, so I had to definitely catch up soccer-wise in my skill set as a soccer player, let alone change a position on top of that after my first year, which is hard in any sport at that level. It's like going from receiver to DB. That's pretty much what I did. I went from DB to a receiver,
Yeah, exactly.
which is like I learned how to backpedal, and now I'm trying to learn how to run forward, which is like while you're trying to learn how to play and stuff.
That's a good analogy.
And it's definitely frustrating, but I understood the change when it happened, and I wish there was a coach that did it for me when I was younger. I don't think I had any coach that really
point.
understood me, just in general, overall. My strengths athletically, then nobody really noticed any of my gifts, really. And I don't think anybody really helped me develop as a player individually. It was all just team stuff. And I think that's a lot of Hawaii too, or at least when I was growing up, everything was a focus on so much club team things. It's totally different where the girls left to go to a club that really develops you individually was the best choice possible for them. That was the best thing that you could have done for those two. Because Leahi just was not developing anybody individually. It was okay, we're thinking about regionals and we're thinking about Surf Cup. The two biggest tournaments of the year, and how can we win? That perspective should wait till college, which I learned later on. But we were learning that growing up, which is like, it's good, but I'm missing totally who am I as a player that I'm like trying to figure out. And you're sitting in meetings and you have no idea what you bring to the table. So you're trying to learn all these things about yourself
Yeah,
while
that's
trying to start and trying to do school, and like everything about college I loved. I didn't like that transition because we all went to prep schools. It was honestly easier of a transition school wise and schedule wise for me, because we were doing that already in high school. I think it was more so individual skill set and just the game itself. Like, if we're going to learn about team stuff, let's learn about the game and then develop me as a player. And I think nobody did that until I got to college, and then I just got roasted, and I
yeah,
think
that's a
that's
good point. Leahi was more like team.
one tip for if I were to become a coach tomorrow, that will be my only focus. Like, my only focus of if I'm trying to win, okay, and we're playing at a high level. I'm talking about if I'm in high school club. I'm going to look at all my players and what is their athletic ability and how can I develop them as a soccer player individually? What are the drills that I can do to help them develop more so? I mean, we were doing so much team drills that I'm like, I barely touched the ball. When I used to watch the girls play surf, they're touching the ball like every single rep. The foot was on the ball, and that's one thing Coach Sean, shout out to him because he got that. He understood that. And if you look at his turnover rate to girls who transitioned on and played at the next level and actually stuck through with it, the highest turnover rate in Hawaii as a coach for women's soccer. On the other hand, I look at my team and who I played with, that turnover rate it's actually hilarious. I'm not going to say any names, but it's funny who they chose to spend time on because the goal was to win as a team, but not to develop anybody individually. When you're setting us up, we want to last all 4 years in college. and to play the sport we've been playing for the last 16, 18 years when that wasn't the focus. And then girls were dropping after freshman, sophomore year because they weren't developed. They're the
And Coach Sean
transition
never
is,
let us forget.
shout out to him. I mean, like, he should get, honestly,
Yeah.
he's Portuguese, but he understands the transition to get them and keep them there at the next level. That's your only job, I think,
Yeah.
as a club coach, is that transition over that I never got. I wish I had him as a coach. I wonder where I would have transferred out of Hawaii or something. Somebody help me, because we were like blinded.
I think too, as a coach and younger kids, in any sport, I think it should be all about development. It should be all about development of a player so that you give them the necessary skills that they need in order to be successful at the next level that they're gonna go into.
Yeah.
And that's
And
right,
I
yeah.
think that California or the mainland has access to coaches like that versus us. We're isolated. So even the coaches don't have enough exposure to how can they help kids from Hawaii transition out of here. What does that look like for them? Because it's going to be different than you're talking about a mainland kid who has so much more exposure. But if I were to become a coach tomorrow, that would be my focus. Is I'm talking to coaches up here. What are you guys doing for these kids individually? And then because I'm in Hawaii, it's a whole nother aspect of it's going to be 10 times harder to give these kids the exposure they need if they want to take it on to the next level. And really, I think all three of us got pretty damn lucky because women's sports in Hawaii is so constrained. Unless you're a boy and you're playing football. I mean, you're generating money for the state, for schools. Like, the focus for us is the window is small. And there's not enough coaches focusing on our development as women and as individually, because you're just slammed. And I think them leaving Hawaii was the best thing they could have done. And look at Dalen. She made it into a room where she never raised her hand. She never played ECNL. I'm not lucky, but I'm just saying you can make it, but I don't think it has to be that route. I think there can be an easier, better transition nowadays. I hope so. To get kids to last all 4 years. Because more than half of my team I played with, none of them made it through soccer. None of them. Or they had a pretty devastating career where it's like they played D2 and they didn't really play and they kind of they stopped. It wasn't there wasn't any like real success stories until I looked at, then I looked at the younger generation. I mean, like, so much better accessibility and resources. You know what I mean? Over the years, like, so much more resources
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
in the years back in the day. I mean, I had no idea about what a transfer portal was. It was like, you're not doing that. It was almost like, you're not strong enough, or you're weak, or you're like, you're not, like, why are you transferring? You can't handle. You know what I mean? When that shouldn't have been the talking point or the focus. It should, I mean, it's incredible what it is today. So much more exposure and possibilities for all kids, everybody. So that you end up in a place that actually develops you and is for you for after college. Dalen, I think, is such a success story for that. In an environment where she can actually develop successfully.
Well, I mean, I think all three of you guys are success stories. Coming from Hawaii and being able to play Division I college soccer, knowing the challenges it is, we've had coming from Hawaii, even though each of your stories are different and each of you had challenges, you guys persevered through it. You guys sustained your guys selves as not only as soccer players, but as women and students, graduating. I mean, that's all huge, you know what I mean? So I think you guys should be proud of yourselves for the things that you guys went through and accomplished. Because you're right, development is huge, and when you play at that level, I mean, the game a lot of the time it comes down to one-on-ones. And what are you going to do when you're in that situation? When you're in a one-on-one situation, were you given the skills you needed to win that one-on-one battle or situation? And that's all part of development, because a college game is like that. I mean, it's either me or you a bunch of times during a game. Are you equipped to win?
Yeah. I mean, Coach Sean, they had you guys were doing one-on-ones all practice. Am I right?
Yeah, every day.
All day, every day.
It was
So
irritating.
Every
we did.
the
practice that
amount
I
of
went
times.
to,
Every day.
it's a one-on-one. Nobody else. I mean, that couldn't prepare a
And they
soccer
didn't
player
care
more.
about, and he did not really care about the games, winning games. He did not at all.
But you guys were the best of the best still.
He rather us practice.
Yeah. Still the best of the best
I
because
know.
it came down to fundamental of the sport. At the end of the
fundamentals
day,
and
can you
a
take somebody
mindset
on?
of domination. I'm gonna dominate
Just
the
I mean,
person in
only
front of me.
one person has the ball. So can you one-on-one whoever has the ball, or you're the person defending the ball? That is soccer. And just, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're talking about someone who understands and how I'm going to get these. And then you're learning so much about yourself just in every one-on-one. Just the reps of that. Crap. I'm way too. She's faster than me. So what strengths do I have to dominate her? Somebody who's faster than me, or like, I mean, that's why Raisa was so good, because she dominated that. And she is a product of Coach Sean. She
she's the
carried
prime example.
our offense, and that is a prime example of he developed her for the next level. I mean, just dominated.
I mean, skills and mindset.
And mindset. He had that
And then
mindset
even
for
right now on
everybody.
the team, even right now on the team, or last year, it was Amber. Same thing. She was their top goal scorer,
Yeah.
That's
He's from Coach
he
Sean?
developed her as well.
Yeah.
Yep, direct. Like, she stayed with him all the way through. And I played with her. Yeah, she's on my team.
For you guys three, what do you guys, I mean, coming from Hawaii, an island, what do you guys feel that helped you three play Division I soccer? Knowing all the disadvantages that you have, kids have coming out of Hawaii, what do you guys feel that you guys three had that allowed you guys to play Division I soccer despite all these challenges that you guys had to face?
I think it's in spite of everything that we had to overcome. It's just the mindset. Over time, everything felt like a disadvantage, right? So you're already expecting that your mind is already like, you're being sewn into like a mindset of grit and just persevering through that. Like it's I mean, obviously there are times where it was a little stressful, but definitely those things, going through all of those, having not enough exposure, not the right coaches until you're finally placed with one, or not being developed properly. You learn so much about yourself and a self-awareness faster than a lot of girls that I played with in the mainland who has everything. But the one thing, if we're outbeating them, one thing they don't have, it's things that we've had to overcome when we were like 12, 13, 14, 15. Because we weren't fast enough, we weren't skilled enough. We were always playing against somebody who was better than us. So that we were prepared for whatever came our way, because it's already here. Like, you're not beating me up here.
What about for you guys too, Jordan and Dalen? Like, what do you guys think helped you guys get to this level?
Just the mindset too. I think you guys just like support, having family, and you guys just instilling a good foundation in all of us, that like just like little things, like when something is hard or we don't want to do it, like discipline will always just take over, and we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna do it. So I think just along the way, just always building these skills and these lessons and just constantly growing through adversity.
From my perspective along those lines, I think what also helped you guys was you guys were blessed with athletic ability. You guys were blessed with size, and a combination with that and mindset, I think really allowed you guys to give you a chance to play at this level. So just a combination of things that you guys were, I think for myself, that helped you guys, get to the opportunity to play Division I college. Because to me, women's college soccer, it's all about size, speed, athleticism. If you watch games, they just go. I mean, it's just nonstop. It's not the prettiest game at the women's college, but so it's kind of like you guys were kind of fit the mold to play this style of soccer. You guys are big, you guys are athletic, you guys can run, and you guys have that mindset. I mean, besides the ACC, women's college soccer is it's athleticism, speed, and physicality. ACC is probably the only division that they play really nice soccer. Other than that, everybody is just going. And I think, fortunately, you guys three, you kind of have fit the build for that style of play. So that was just kind of my perspective on what helped you guys, play at this level.
In
Kenny.
Hawaii,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
go
we
to
can do that at the
compete.
end then.
Better find out.
We're gonna say it again.
Okay, here's this one. Who complains the most during workouts when I work you guys out?
Jordan.
Wait, me?
Shoot.
Wait,
All you guys, all three of
Dad.
you guys used to complain.
Oh.
I'm
And we're
not
all
complaining.
complaining with Dad because if you ever work out with him, bro, you're gonna bound to complain.
understand.
And we're still waiting on our shirt that says one more.
Oh my God.
It's coming. It's coming.
You said it's coming. This was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. It's still coming.
He would make us do one more rep all the time
One more.
said we would get shirts. Never got shirts ever.
One more.
It's still coming though. It's still coming. Okay, next one. Most competitive?
Yeah, who's the most competitive sister?
Probably Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan is competitive, yeah.
Jordan is competitive.
Not
Okay,
anymore.
last one. Favorite soccer memory growing up?
When I played on the ECNL teams, I had fun. And I'm still friends with them today.
Oh, nice.
Mine was winning states in high school.
Hey,
That was so fun.
I don't know.
Sarah won states too.
Oh God.
That's a good question. That's honest.
She's
Okay.
honest.
Okay,
I
let's
will
close
say
this
we
thing out. It's
dominated.
been incredible. What you mean?
We dominated our
in
years.
high school or?
Playing.
Oh yeah.
Our
Yeah,
team was
Yeah.
to me, Sarah's team was the most like in volleyball and soccer, but they should have they're so dominating talent wise and
Yeah. Okay, we gotta do the closing, Dad.
okay, here we go. Let's do the
He is
closing.
in shock.
Okay, let's do the closing right now.
Okay,
Okay, from dad to you guys, it's been incredible watching you guys three grow from little kids playing soccer in Hawaii to becoming Division I soccer players. Okay, and
Oh, Shayla.
but again, we always talk about it's not the destination but the journey, and I've enjoyed it every minute of it. Okay, now
Oh,
for
guys,
you guys,
he's been sentimental for the past month.
Yeah.
He just wanted to
Hey,
say
for you
that
guys-
speech.
Yeah.
for you guys, for real quick, one sentence. If you have to share something with a local girl in Hawaii, a soccer player that has dreams of playing Division I soccer, just share one short sentence of not information but like suggestions or just something that would kind of help them on this journey.
Yeah. Control what you can, which is your effort and your attitude and your preparation.
Work beats talent. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I would say just be you and don't try to fit in.
And for me, it's just chase your dreams. Don't allow yourself being from Hawaii and a small island stop you from attaining your goals. Because you can do it. And and these three are prime
I'm kidding.
examples. Okay, so again, thank you guys for joining us for this episode of This is 3 for 3. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms at This is 3 for 3. We'll see you guys on our next episode on This is 3 for 3, a daddy and daughter podcast where we talk about faith, family, and sports. Aloha.
You need a haircut, bro.
Holy.
My hair is long.
Your
You gotta
hair
let the
is, I
side
don't know.
We should just do a podcast
He's a bowl cut.
on how you used to do your
My
hair
God.
every day. Should show people how you used to do your hair.
You should just
You used to be like
you
this.
should just go bald already.
Yeah, just go bald. Like it looks.
Dad,
Do you
you look
remember
the
that, Dad?
best bald.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Your hair needed to be flat.
Yeah,
And
like
he
this.
was like this. And it
Wait,
was
really?
flat. I was like,
It was flat.
Wait, Dad, why don't you want to be bald ever again?
I don't know. It's scary.
yeah, all of a
What?
sudden everybody's
Dad,
like, your
Dad.
dad should go back bald.